in his quest towards building Lagos State.
In 1999, you had 5 AD governors elect. A group of us who knew our thoughts, who read his works, and who knew Awo fairly well, got together, and people generated papers on different parts of our philosophy of governance. So they gave us these papers. So we invited the 5 governors elect to meet with us at the press center, Yagoku, Ibadan. We wanted to go through these papers, have a seminar, a workshop on these papers. Only Ahmed Bola Tinubu came from Lagos. We gave him all the papers to take away. All the papers, different aspects of governance by Chief Awolowo, written by people who knew Awolowo very well. He went back to Lagos and submitted the paper to the Central Committee set up on governance, headed by Professor Olikoyi Ransom Kuti.
Can you please tell us that story?
Thank you very much. The AD, Alliance for Democracy, then won all the gubernatorial seats of the old Western region. And Abraham Adesoya, Ayuade Banjo, Pa Olaniwa Ajayi, and any others were advocating progressivism and the social commitment to Awolowo's principle and on development. I was the only one who turned up, and they gave us the sketchy. They gave me the sketchy volume. I want to thank Felix Adenaike and all the technocrats present discussing. Even though I have my own idea of where I wanted to go, but if you don't learn from the past, how can you affect the present? That is my own, belief and philosophy. So I brought it. We have 5 months before the military government will hand over. I have my international contact. I have my, local contacts and my friends. And from there, as a man who has only been in corporate life, I've never worked for a Nigerian company. I was trained by Deloitte and Touche, one of the best accounting firms in the world. I have my idea. I worked for the biggest oil company as Auditor General and as the Treasurer, the ExxonMobil. So where are those backgrounds? I look at what it gave me. My vision of governance is clear on what I want to do. Yes, you cannot tilt today's need with yesterday's tool, but you can take a yesterday's idea and thinking and transform into today and the future's program. And that is my belief. So within that 5 months, I've activated my contacts out of this country, including the Americans. Corporate Council on Africa. I came back set up, instead of going on holiday and relaxing on the hectic nature of the campaign that we have been through, because it was a fiercely competitive campaign for us in Lagos. So I set up a transition committee. First of all, thank to leadership like Uncle Femi Okuno and many of them who responded. I picked some of these great minds who had known the history of Lagos to chair each of the committees and reduce the entire program to 10-point agenda. 10-point agenda, that 10-point agenda to reform, conquer, and translate Lagos to economically viable state became a Bible of governance. And in the ESCO, one day I reduced it to a pocket-sized item. No government has existed since then without that little pocket book.
You gave them mandates. This is what you're supposed to look at. This is what you're supposed to look at. This is what we looked at: judiciary and law enforcement. That was my own committee. I was secretary. Priscilla Kuyel, was chair. She was chairman of my own subcommittee. I was secretary. There was Kola Ode in there. There was Tunde Odoye. What's her name? This lady who is a Messi and Ade Koya. Funke Ade Koya SAM. She was there too. You know, that was a committee that was set up. Okay. We did the work. We read
our recommendations were followed.
Oh yeah, to the letter. No, we had as soon as we finished the recommend. Of course, fortunately, I became Attorney General, so I had a very clear roadmap of what we should do, following from the work of the committee, and I effected it to the letter. I mean, there were, of course, as you went along, a few other things you would do, but after 4 years, I told Asiwaju, our work is done. We had finished everything we wanted to do. Everything we said we would do, we had done. One of the things Asiwaju did was that most of us who participated in the policy committees became commissioners. Edwin, Finance, Cardoso, Budget and Economic Planning, Arepe, Works, all of that. Most of us who participated in the policy also went on to become commissioners. And there was a buy-in, including Lai Mohammed. There was a buy-in because we were involved in formulating policy. So we already had a buy-in. So at all times we met, even outside.